What's up? It's time for more Cowboy Bebop. We're doing episode 10 right now. I opened up OBS to start recording this video an hour ago, and then I procrastinated for that long. So I forced myself into doing it. I clicked record. Now I'm gonna be focused in on the episode. Last episode we met Radical Edward, aka Ed, a character that I had seen fan art of in the past, and I had heard a little bit about her, but I didn't know much about her character in general, and so now I'm finally going to see her character. I mean, we saw it in the last episode, but now I want to see sort of how she fits in with the crew and how it actually goes when she's with everyone, because before she wasn't. She was like on her own, and they just like sort of talked to her once, but now if she's going to be on the ship, on the Bebop itself, I'm excited. So let's jump into this. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a lot. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction and early access. You can get the next episode on my Patreon account right now, just a week early. It's great. Go check it out. But otherwise, let's jump into Cowboy Bebop episode 10. His ears look bigger than normal. I thought he had smaller ears than that.
Shut up!
Hey! Leave him alone! Yes! Good job, Ed. Oh my god. Oh my god, Ed! Jeez. Iron's like, what the fuck? Cool shot for an anime. That was like Mr. Robot cinematography. Okay, this is a watch that belongs to someone who left. A partner of his, maybe, that left.
Hey, Jed.
Oh, I see.
What's he spacing out about? Let's land this
Spacing
tunnel so
out?
we can hand over that
I'm working on it. You two are so obnoxious, I swear.
He is very
It was
distracted.
genius, my friends.
You weren't thinking of some sweet thing from your past, were you? Someone who cried over you, huh?
Looked like he kind of was.
It was somebody who made you cry.
Didn't
Aw.
I just say you're obnoxious? Donnelly.
Oh,
Donnelly.
Man, Jet, I can't a little sparse, but other than that, same old.
Long time no see, bud.
When did you get
I love
here?
Jed's
Haven't
voice.
seen you in, what, 7 years, maybe 8?
Verification number EX41285.
Baker.
Poncherero.
So, guy they called the Black Dog because once you got your teeth into something, you never let
Are they
go.
actually gonna get paid for him?
Used to be a cop, huh? That explains it.
Just glad to
What's
see
that?
you still kicking anyway.
Why we can't get along for 5 minutes.
Think here, what was her name?
ACAB, motherfucker, right here. Ganymede Elegy. They were really testing my pronunciation there with that title.
I doubt it. Well, I'm sure it's not easy for a woman living alone trying to keep body and
This
soul
music.
together. You know how it is.
I love this music. Holy shit. It's just a really beautiful choice of song for this scene. You just never hear this kind of song in anime. It's amazing.
You know, he's kidding himself if he thinks his old girlfriend's still carrying a torch for him.
Yeah. You're probably right.
You're kidding yourself. They're not, you know.
Duty calls 3 o'clock tea.
Oh my god! Ed just threw Iron in the air!
Really, men.
Holy shit.
Such hopeless romantics. Fearless efforts, which are ultimately totally futile. Understand?
Yes, yes.
I'd do that as well, Ed.
Yeah? Who are you?
Who are you?
Elisa is gone.
Dead? Oh, gone? Is gone dead? Is that Lisa?
Shock. It'll be all right.
Or who? Okay. Come on, Jet. Say her name.
You'll have a little drink, won't you?
Oh my gosh. What a transition.
It's so like you to worry about things like that.
As soon as he gets back.
I'll work it all out after I'm resettled. Don't worry.
Well, they keep,
I'm
like-
here with rent. It's okay.
What an interesting choice to keep cutting in to
You mean
close-ups.
that guy that was here?
You've heard we're married. We have 3 kids, Jet.
Damn.
Kidding, just kidding.
Oh, okay.
No, just wandering around with some weirdos. And on top of that, I'm a bounty hunter.
Uh-oh. Do you have a bounty on you?
Doing some personal stuff.
You're his partner, right?
Yep.
Spike in just like a t-shirt, it feels strange.
You bounty in public yet?
Let me guess, the bounty's on Elisa or on Elisa's boyfriend. Yep,
Down
Rint.
at the port of Marvin. I thought you boys would want to know.
Well, puts us in a bit of an awkward position.
What's the bounty on this
It
guy?
would look petty. Like, oh, hi, ex-girlfriend. Oh, you have a boyfriend? Oh, we'll take him in. Like, that would be not great. Jesus! Oh my god, that's creepy. Whoa! Jeez, Faye. You were tanned as fuck.
And that was all I needed. Just you. A small piece of paper that had just one word written across it. Farewell.
Yeah. That's how you left
For
it?
some reason, little by little, I felt something inside of me go numb. After 6 months, I
That's
made
a
a kind of bet with myself.
harsh way to break up with
Pledge.
someone.
If you didn't return by the time the watch stopped.
Oh.
I didn't come here to blame you. I just wanted to know why.
That's so reasonable,
Why you
actually.
disappeared like that.
That's a story from long ago.
Okay.
Forgotten about it.
The directorial
I
choices
never
in this
stand
episode are
still.
so interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god, just work.
Over there.
Get your fucking spaceship out of the way.
Can he be?
Rint.
He's after me. I have a
He
bounty on
wasn't,
my head.
but his partner is now, I think.
It's all over.
So what do you see in
Your
him?
fault.
Is he a good
Because I
guy?
borrowed money. I should have never let you get mixed up in this.
Okay,
get
I
caught,
see what you see him in.
nothing
Then.
can save
He's
me.
defending you. I mean, I don't know who I'm rooting for. I don't know what I want to happen here. I do think it sounds like the way she left him was shitty. So maybe it's fair if her boyfriend gets taken in. But I don't know. Oh my god. You're gonna blow up the ship? What are you gonna do? Oh my god! What if it kills her? Ooh, nice. Holy shit!
What? Here, I'll send you the data.
Uh-oh.
Apparently, he gunned down a loan shark.
Yeah, except are you gonna see that she's in there as well and to be careful? This is her chance to move on.
I'll take care of this.
Oh,
You can go back.
You're not gonna let him get away, are you?
he
When
might.
I was a cop, this was my... I'm the black dog, and when I bite, I don't let go. But I'll settle this score on my own turf.
Okay, trust
Justice
him.
and duty, huh? All right.
I love this music as well. Man, this episode's great. This music's so good. Oh. It takes some fucking skill to do this. Jesus. This is a tight space. And what if it just, like, reached a wall or an even smaller tunnel? I guess Jet would know. Probably because he lived here. Oh my gosh. No, you can't get away! Or maybe you can. Seems like she's starting to resign here as well. What's she gonna do? She gonna shoot Jet? She gonna shoot this guy? She gonna shoot herself? Oh my god. Or is she gonna shoot no one? Whoa! Oh. Damn, man. I don't know what should be happening here.
Stay back!
Oh, that's a cool fucking visual.
There are other bounty heads to catch. You don't need this one.
Oh. Oh,
Let
that's a
him go now. And by then you'll be an accomplice.
Mm.
You still
This is
have
a good
time,
reason.
Elisa.
This is a sad episode.
You decided everything.
Hmm.
In the end, you were always right. When I was there with
She
you,
wanted more
I never had to
freedom.
do anything from make my own decisions.
Well, too bad you're shitty with a gun. Sorry, Rint.
Let go! Stop! I don't want to go to prison! Wait, let go!
You're going in the
Help me,
slammer.
please.
Be strong. And take care of her.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just serve your time, whatever the time is.
They think he'll get off with a self-defense plea.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's really good.
There at my tavern for rent.
Aww.
I don't think you'll be waiting very. Time never stands still. You know?
This is a beautiful episode. Aw. You could have given it back to her. What if she wanted it? Doesn't matter. Oh. Okay, that was a really great episode. That was a beautiful episode. Like, one of my favorites of the show, I think. And super surprising for it to be just like a Jet-based episode. I mean, I loved Jet, but I also didn't think that much about him, you know? I just loved him, but like, I didn't realize that a Jet-based episode would get me so intrigued. And it's sort of the beauty of this show's storytelling. Oh, it is telling these really like nice, concise stories in 20 minutes. They're telling like what feels like a small movie. It's giving me like what I like about movies, which is, you know, getting an entire story, and, you know, getting attached to a character and having a nice little conclusion and whatever. But without the thing I don't like about movies, which is having to sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours watching it. You know, like I can just get this done in 20 minutes, but it still feels like it was basically a complete movie. To me, at least. And I think that's really cool. Like, they do such a nice job with these episodes. I mean, this episode really was just like a tease at the start of Jet's feelings. The setting, like they set the scene, or like they set the location. We know it's Jet's home planet or whatever, and we get some like establishing shots, but not that many, you know. Take notes, what's his name? Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder does like an hour of establishing shots, and none of them are very interesting at all. Like, this is, you know, they do some very quick establishment of location, and we're in it, you know. Then you just need one scene setting the like emotional stakes, which is those two talking to one another, and then you have the climax, and that's all you need. It's really great. It works so nicely. It's almost like they just cut out a lot of the middle scenes. It's almost like you're watching a compilation of the movie, you know, like a super edited down version of a movie on YouTube, just all the best scenes. But like, it doesn't feel like there's also like, it doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel like there's stuff missing either. I guess all I'm describing here is good writing, but it's a very particular type of good writing. You know, good writing doesn't necessarily need to be concise, but this is really good writing, and it's concise. So I love this. I love, you know, like I loved also not knowing what to feel in this episode, not knowing how I wanted it to go. I think it did have the perfect ending for what they set up, and it wasn't even what I was thinking it was going to be, but it really was perfect, which is like, you know, Jet, because from what it looks like, Jet was happy in that relationship, and he was content. He said, like, all I wanted was to come home and have you be there. That was all I ever needed. And then one day he came home and she wasn't there anymore. And, you know, that's a really upsetting way to leave him. Like, he doesn't even know what's happening. He doesn't even get what's going on. And she, like, just leaves him a note that just says goodbye or farewell, you know, like, it's nothing. Yeah, that's a kind of shitty thing to do to him. And him coming back and saying, like, I'm not here because I'm angry at you or whatever. All I want to know is, like, what happened, you know? And I think that's a very reasonable thing to do. Like, this has been a long time since that happened, you know? So he, like, gave it a lot of time so that she and he could both heal from it a little bit, and then he could come back and, without having, like, the sort of scars be so prevalent, they could actually talk about it. Jet handled this in the perfect, beautiful way. And then on top of that, you know, if you are going to find out that her boyfriend has a bounty on him and stuff, like, he was right where he says, like, if it goes any longer, you're just going to be an accomplice, and I don't want that for you. So I'm going to catch you now so that the damage will be minimal. And also, I mean, probably the longer he evaded cops, the more charges would be brought on him, you know, eventually. So it would get worse for him as well. But I really liked that, you know, he caught him, but seems like he's gonna get off on, no, not get off, but go, you know, to prison with self-defense charges, which isn't gonna be that bad at all, probably. Especially compared to fucking murder. So he'll probably be alright, and then he can come out and, sounds like, still be with Elisa, which would be nice, I think, because it did seem like they loved each other. You know, I said originally, like, what do you see in this guy? Because, like, all we'd seen from him is him sort of freaking out. But I always also try to keep an open mind in those scenes. Like, we're only seeing, you know, we're coming into the situation, we're only seeing a little bit of their life. And, you know, when she hugged him and he hugged her back, and it sounds like also he was trying to do this stuff to defend her, like, that's what, you know, they probably do love each other. But you know, she said that the reason she didn't want to be with Jet anymore is because he sort of controlled her life, but not in like not necessarily in a bad way, but just she, like, was losing self-worth, it sounded like, because Jet was so good at controlling her life that she didn't need to do anything. So she wasn't, like, challenging herself. She didn't have to improve. She didn't have to do anything. She just, like, had a path set for her, and that might have gotten monotonous, and she also might have felt like she was losing her identity, so she didn't want to be a part of that anymore. Which, you know, any reason that makes you sort of unhappy is a legitimate reason to not be in a relationship. Like, you don't need to have a perfect reason of, like, well, because you cheated on me, or because you did this to me, or you know, like, the reason can just be, like, you know, and I say this as the quote-unquote victim of someone who's been broken up with, for the pure reason of it, I just don't feel anything anymore, and that's, you know, it fucking sucks, it's painful, but, you know, it's a legitimate reason, that as any is. Relationships are supposed to be ones where you love one another, and so if you don't love one another for any reason, you know, so I can't blame her for that. I can blame her for just leaving a one-word note for him and not talking to him about it, but I do want her to be happy, because he wants her to be happy, and that's all that matters. So if all the characters in this show and this episode happy, I'm happy. Anyway, that is Cowboy Bebop episode 10. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.